YouTube, hello, welcome back to some more Pokemon Unbound. You may not have seen the last episode, I don't know, I said the last episode was a bit of a collectathon type thing where I was trying to collect things that I'd left on the map and also, you know, stuff that I was going to need for this battle. Turns out one of the things I actually, well in fact maybe like two of the things I don't need, but I actually forgot one of the things I do need, so before we start this episode, I'm going to quickly just go and grab that. There was one other TM I was meant to grab, but it was in this waterway, so forgive me. It's my fault. I was like, I really want to go to this waterway, and then I remembered afterwards, like, hang on a minute, I need to go to this waterway. There's something I specifically need for some move coverage for one of my Pokemon. You can see my team on the left, but I'll talk about the gym battle more when we get to it. Anyway, the team I'm going to grab quickly is a very, very powerful water move. Not going to say it's the most powerful one, but, like, it's a pretty common thing you'll see on VGC teams. Slowpoke, get out my way. And it's this one, Scald. Very, very good water move, can cause burn, decent damage, good special move. Anyway, I'm going to quickly load the save state now because I have two separate timelines because I was doing some testing off camera with this, and my team is set up better on this save. So we'll move forward back to the town and we can start talking about what we're doing and the team we're doing against the bug gym leader. Anyway, Scald, by the way, is for Center Scorch, in case you're wondering who I wanted to get this move for some coverage, and it's really good coverage on Center Scorch to have a water move as well. Anyway, first and foremost, let me go to a desktop screen so I can show you this pain in the ass bug gym leader. Bug, by the way. Anyway, so here's the... Wait, that's the wrong thing. That's my notes. Here's the bug thing. Here are our 6 bugs we have to deal with from Benjamin Button. He has Araquanid, which I will allow as a bug. It is a bug type. Magnezone, which is not a bug. Rhyperior, which is not a bug. Volcarona, it's a bug. Scizor, which I'll say is a bug. And Flygon, which looks like a bug, but isn't a bug. But honestly, Flygon I could have allowed on this team, but like the rest of them, how's Rhyperior and Magnezone a bug? Like, where is this, like, you know, where is this, like, line drawn? Anyway, the gym battle here, by the way, in case you don't remember, is when a Pokemon is defeated, it devolves by a stage. So, one like other way of looking at this battle and why it's like actually really hard, probably the hardest one I've had to prepare for actually, against all odds, is that in theory, if everything had 3 evolutions or like, you know, 2 stages, this is like an 18 Pokemon team, right? Because you have like the form, the one it dies gets another form, when it dies gets another form, and then it's 3 times 6. Fortunately for me, it isn't actually 18, because a few of these Pokemon don't have multiple stages. Mega Scizor only has 1, it goes down to Cypher. Volcarona goes down to, oh my god, I always forget what it's called, Larvester. And Araquanid goes down into Spider-Man. I can't remember what it's called now. What's the little water spider called? I can't remember what it is. Either way, doesn't matter. But Magnezone, Rhyperior, and Flygon do have multiple stages. So it's like basically a 15 Pokemon battle this. And not only that, you know, not only do they cheat by not having just bugs in there, they also cheat, if you look at the EVs of certain Pokemon, namely Flygon and Volcarona, they have more EVs than they're supposed to. So, like, it's a real nightmare of a gym. What I will say from these Pokemon is, oh, and by the way, 3 of them are holding Eviolites, which is, like, very cash money. So when they devolve a level, they get more and more defensive, which is really scary on Rhyperior, which is a rock type, which can just crush my bugs. And Magnezone, which is got a steel typing, which resists bug as well. So it's a really, really annoying battle. And actually, in testing, I struggled so much with dealing with this team. Other notable things is they'll try and get speed control with Sticky Web from Araquanid. It will almost always lead with Araquanid Sticky Web, which means that these Pokemon which aren't particularly quick, with the exception of like Volcarona, which I think is like relatively fast. And I think Flygon is relatively quick because they cheat their speed EVs in. Other than those two, like, it's actually a pretty slow team, so to try and give them some speed advantage, to use Sticky Web. Fortunately, we're a bug team, so we can actually mirror the Sticky Web, so it's actually not too much of a problem. The other Pokemon which I think are big problems are, Flygon has an ability called Sound Waves. I don't think it's a real ability in the game, but the ability is actually Punk Rock, which is the ability of the poison electric Pokemon. I'm so bad with names of Pokemon. In fact, names in general. I'm so bad. Is it Toxtricity? I think it's Toxtricity is the name of it. And by the way, this move, I think, increases sound-based moves damage by 30% and reduces the damage you take from sound-based moves by 30%. It's really obnoxious, plus Life Orb, plus a sound-based move in the Clanging Scales, which, by the way, it's also Stab. It actually just shreds things. So this Flygon is so scary. Also has Heat Wave, which is good into bugs. Volcarona has Overheat and Flare Blitz, also good into bugs. Rhyperior, Rock Blast, good into bugs. Basically, this is like the nightmare bug team. Oh, Mega Scizor, Dual Wing Beat, good into bugs. And actually, this is the other thing about the gym. Not only do you want Pokemon with multiple stages, you want multi-hit moves ideally, because if you have a multi-hit move, if the first move knocks them out, the second move will go off and hit the next Devolution stage. So it's actually very powerful to have these multi-hit moves. Here's where my problem comes in. There are many 3-tiered bugs in the game, but the problem is most of them have like this typical bug life cycle of small caterpillar looking thing into like a chrysalid looking thing into an actual real Pokemon. So if you get any of these Pokemon knocked out, you end up in like a Metapod phase, and it just doesn't do anything anymore. Because that's the other key thing, when a Pokemon gets devolved, they actually forget moves they can't learn. So you have to be super careful with how like you build your teams, what abilities you have, because also abilities I think change over time. It's just a real nightmare. And actually, it turns out when you go through the wash, there are very few bug Pokemon which have 3 stages which are good for all 3 stages. It's basically like 1 or 2 are actually like okay. It got to the point, by the way, in case you're wondering like of what I was trying to do here, I was looking at Leavanny. Leavanny is really not good by bug standards, but like in the context of this challenge, it's not too bad. The 2 that notably stood out, and you'll see it's in my team when we get to it, Scolipede, actually pretty good on all 3 stages, and the other one is Vikavolt, which is also pretty good at all the stages. So they were like the basis of my team. The other thing which you'll see as I get into the battle, Benjamin fucking Button is like a piece of garbage, and he will always keep swapping around, trying to give himself like a type advantage. And because all of these Pokemon are quite bulky, like Magnezone is pretty bulky with the Eviolite, Rhyperior, Eviolite also pretty bulky, and so on and so forth, he will swap around willy-nilly. And it's really, really annoying to deal with, like, because if you don't have the health resources, which means, you know, if I don't have all these tier 3 Pokemon, eventually I just run out of resources through them swapping and me counter-swapping and then, like, getting chip damage from the good swap. So, like, it's a real pain in the ass battle. I mean, you'll see that when we get into it. So, the next part of the stage of, like, why I wanted to punish it and how I wanted to punish this is I wanted to set up entry hazards. So, let me get into the team now, and I'll start telling you, like, how I'm going to beat this team. Or try to beat this team. I've only done it once in testing, but I think, like, it's fairly solid what I'm trying to do. I think maybe possibly not either. Anyway, the team is on your left. We're going to start with Fortress, who's like the real MVP of this campaign, also a new Pokemon. We got 2 Fortresses, in fact, because I have 2 different uses for them. We have Vikavolt, we have Centiskorch, we have Frostmoth, and we have Scolipede. I will say we got down to, I got to 4 Pokemon, which I was quite happy with, and then like the last 2 are a bit hand-wavy, so we might change things as time goes on if we're getting really stuck and trying to think of some better solutions. But I think for now, this is like a pretty solid base to work on. Anyway, as I said, because they're going to swap around all the goddamn time, the thing I wanted to do is set up entry hazards, and one thing that Fortress is very good at doing is setting entry hazards. It's one of the few Pokemon in the game that can actually set up Toxic Spikes, Spikes, and Stealth Rock, so that is why this Pokemon exists. It's literally here to set up all the entry hazards, and potentially Rapid Spin away the Sticky Web on my side of the field. So that is what Copper Vein is here for. By the way, also worth noting, Copper Vein has got an incredibly high special defense. It's like max special defense, I think. Actually, I say max special defense. There's one thing I actually need to check before I go into this. Because okay, your nature's neutral. I actually got to change the nature of this Pokemon when I was testing it, but we'll stick with neutral for now. Because I think it'll do... Actually, I shouldn't stick with neutral. That's stupid. I should actually give it something better. But yeah, that is here just to set up some entry hazards. So if they go play their game of swapping around, they get Giga Punished. Now, it's worth noting a few things. Firstly, there are 2 Steel types here, so, you know, the 2 Steel types are not going to be much fun to play with Toxic Spikes, because it won't work. But hopefully it's not, like, too bad. Like, the chip damage from the rocks and the spikes will get me there instead. What do I want on this, by the way? Probably Special Defense up and Special Attack down. That'll work. We'll go careful. So that's the first part of the plan. This thing is here basically just to set up hazards. One other thing I should mention about this Pokemon, actually, why it's quite good in this challenge as well, is it obviously devolves into Pineco, which is like problematic because, as I said, bugs are not very good into this gym, but this bug is unlike other bugs because it has the ability Sturdy. So even when I get into Pineco mode, I can at least get one other layer of entry hazards off because it has Sturdy. So it's like basically guaranteed to get 1 hit from any Pokemon, with like 2 exceptions. Rhyperior, which we don't really want this one to go into. can use Rock Blast, and then Scizor has dual Wing Beat. So other than those ones, it will get like another level of hazards off on it. The opening, by the way, this will go into... I know how this will work. It'll go into Araquanid, and then Araquanid will swap into another Pokemon. This is the other thing which is really hard about this battle. Like, he seems to swap into different pathways. It's very hard to predict what the swaps are going to be, but the dream is that you go to Araquanid into Magnezone, and then this thing, like, was special attack, because the Magnezone only has special attacking attacks. One other thing I'm going to say about this Pokemon is it's holding a Meringue Berry, which is kind of an unusual berry. If this gets hit by a special move, its special defense goes up by 1 stage, which makes it so unbelievably bulky. And basically versus Magnezone, which is what I want this thing to go into, it can set up all entry hazards. So that is literally Copper Vein's job. Set up all the hazards. Good job. That's all you're here for. Next, I guess we'll talk about the other foragers, because this one is slightly different. This one is based on Shuckle, my good old favourite Shuckle strat. Because Shuckle, it's actually been like such a solid Pokemon for me through this playthrough. But it has a problem. Shuckle, whilst it's very good into all the physical attackers, especially fire physical attackers, which Volcarona does like have a physical attack on it with fire. It could be okay into like Volcarona, but it's got a horrible weakness. It's not good into rock types, and he's really bad into Rhyperior. And when I get into like all the nitty gritty, I needed a Pokemon that could swap into Rhyperior and not just get instantly gibbed. Which means I wanted a Bug Steel type. And there are a few examples of Bug Steels, but this is the tankiest one in the physical sense that you can possibly get. So my other fortress, unlike Copper Vein, which is called Iron Vein, is set up incredibly defensively bulky. Again, you can't get a high defense stat on any fortress than this one. Again, it has Sturdy on it as well, which is like probably by the by, but it has the same Shuckle Troll moveset as you love and adore. With like one exception, I have Iron Defense on this Pokemon to increase its defensive stat, because I think my win condition is this game gets drawn out long enough that the last Pokemon on their side are Rhyperior and Araquanid, or something like that situation. In which case, this Pokemon can kill both of them. And that is a really good thing. But again, I needed Pokemon to swap into, and this is so good to swap into like physical attackers. Now, it does have one huge glaring weakness. If this thing gets hit by a fire type move, because it's 4 times weak to fire, it explodes, especially a special fire type move. So I have to like have a solution to that. My solution to getting hit by fire type moves is Hot Spring. Hot Spring has got the ability Flash Fire. It means it takes no damage from fire type moves. So if I think a fire type move is coming in, we swap into Center Scorch and we don't take any damage. The other dream thing about this Pokemon, and kind of why I wanted to get the entry hazards off, is Stealth Rocks does so much damage to Volcarona, which otherwise is actually really hard for Pokemon for me to deal with. Like, it's got pretty good defensive stats, especially on the special side of things. It's quite bulky with all like the GTVs it's got. So I needed a Pokemon that could swap into Volcarona and potentially like do some damage to it without getting like killed. And Center Scorch is like the perfect Pokemon for this. And with the move Scald, does super effective damage into Volcarona. After it takes a Stealth Rock boost and the Toxic Spike type damage as well, it's going to die to 1 hit of Scald. Worth noting as well, if I can't remember going back to the Volcarona page, it hasn't got any super effective moves into Hot Spring. It's got a Bug move, 2 Fire moves, and an Electric move. And the Electric move also causes recoil damage to Volcarona, so this thing is a pretty good wall in front of Volcarona. This leads us to the next problem. The other big scary Pokemon is Flygon, because it just does disgusting damage. So I need a Pokemon that can swap into Clanging Scales. I need Clanging Scales, Flygon with the Sound Boost move. It's horrible. Anyway, so the Pokemon I've got for that is Tundra, aka Frostmoth. Because this thing is so special defensively bulky, it's actually insane. I could have made it more bulky, to be completely honest with you. I've half-arsed this job a little bit, to be honest with you, but it should work. I think this one's got a bit of defense on it as well. In fact, it might have quite a lot of defense. Yeah, it actually has its defenses maxed out, but it's not necessarily a bad thing because it has such a good ability versus special attackers. It has Ice Scales, halves any special damage. So if this gets hit by Clanging Scales, it does half the amount of damage. Also, I've got this one set up kind of weird. It's holding Assault Vest, which again it increases my special defense if I only have offensive moves, and that's what this Pokemon does. It has Ice Beam, which is what I picked up in the Collectathon, but to be honest with you, I probably won't push this button at all. It has U-Turn if I need to get out for whatever reason, which again, I'm probably not going to push too often. Icy Wind, which is the button I'm going to push all the time, which also gives me speed advantage. Worth noting as well, I have to be very careful with this Pokemon because when it devolves, it only keeps Icy Wind and Hidden Power. And then finally, Hidden Power is here just in the off chance I go into Magnezone. Hidden Power Ground is very powerful. It just so happens this one was a ground-based Hidden Power, which is why I brought Tundra forward and not Sleet, or whatever the other one was called, because it's got a better hidden power. So this is what Tundra is here for. It's basically to swap into Flygon and destroy it. By the way, Flygon is 4 times weak to ice as well, so if we can catch it with an Icy Wind, this Pokemon will beat Flygon. The final two then get a bit hand-wavy. I will say Vikavolt started in there to begin with. Vikavolt is holding Eviolite, which is the item I normally give onto Charjabug anyway, and we've got a pretty defensive Charjabug which we used in the past for setting up entry hazards, and it works quite well, and I figured it must work well in this battle as well, starting from the Vikavolt. So Vikavolt has Levitate, it can be hit by ground-type moves, probably won't come up too often, but if I'm so certain an Earthquake is coming in, I could try and swap into this and predict the Earthquake. It's probably not a great play, to be honest with you, because, as I said, bugs resist Earthquake anyway, so I doubt we'll see that move too often. But anyway, this Pokemon has got a few moves. First, it's got the Sticky Web, which is again going to like basically neutralize their speed control they tried to gain by throwing that out there. The two other big moves are Protect, which will effectively, when people get like toxic and stuff, I can waste turns of the toxic ticking up by just protecting. And then Mudshot, which is actually extremely good into Magnezone, and Thunderbolt, which is quite good into Scizor, more specifically Cypher. So this guy is here basically just because he sets up Sticky Web, he can stall the game out, and actually he's pretty bulky, especially when it gets devolved. And actually, when it gets devolved, it's one of the few Pokemon on my team that retains all of its moves, and it learns all these all the way down to Charjabug. So it's actually quite a strong bug in this game mode in particular, so that's why they made the team. The final one is Scolipede, and again, this is like super hand-wavy. I kind of had like 4 or 5 where I was like, okay, you guys all have to make the team. And then I just needed one final piece of the puzzle, and the final piece really needed to be a Pokemon that could deal with... It was like Magnezone that was causing me the most issues, because I can't use the stupid Toxic strategy with Fortress into Magnezone, because Magnezone is a Steel type, so I actually have no way of dealing damage to either Scizor or Magnezone on one of my Fortresses. So I needed something that could deal with potentially both of these Pokemon. And I brought Scolipede instead. The Scolipede, by the way, is holding an Eviolite item to potentially increase its defensive stats as it devolves. Because again, this Pokemon retains a lot of its moves, not all of them, sadly. It'd be so good if this Pokemon retained Earthquake, but sadly it's the one move it doesn't retain. But anyway, this thing is here to like speed boost. We can stall it with Protect to give myself the speed boost, outspeed Magnezone, and then do an Earthquake on it and potentially like one-shot it. One other thing, by the way, why I wanted to set up entry hazards as well. Magnezone has Sturdy, and if you hit it with an entry hazard, the Sturdy breaks, basically. So I needed something that set up like some sort of Stealth Rock just to get through Magnezone, because getting through Magnezone with Earthquake, which wouldn't one-shot it if, you know, it had Sturdy up, was just a no-go. But anyway, this thing is literally here just to Earthquake Magnezone, so I have to be very careful with like my pieces. Like, I've got some notes on my desk right now of like, basically you need to keep this Pokemon alive to win the game, and... it's just going to be about swapping and predicting moves. It's going to be like a bit of a mess, but hopefully we're going to get there. And hopefully that explains like roughly what we're dealing with. There are some other niche things, by the way, like I mentioned this Pokemon's quite good into Magnezone, but Magnezone has got Mirror Coat. And Mirror Coat is very good against Pokemon that have just special attacking moves, and this thing only has special attacking moves, so if I Mudshot Magnezone, it will Mirror Shot me 100% of the time because the game just cheats, and it will just one-shot me. Similarly, the Rhyperior has counter, so if you hit it with a physical type move, it would counter you back and basically one-shot you. And it would always go off this move because when it devolves, you still get your move, it can get interrupted, so it's a really, really toxic battle, as I said. Anyway, hopefully, fingers crossed this all goes well, but this might take me a few attempts. Honestly, I did the practice as well last night at like midnight, and many hours have passed since then, so I don't quite remember exactly what I need to do, but I'll figure it out. The really weird one is Scizor, actually, because I need to be super scared of Scizor, as you'd think I would go into Center Scotch, but the problem with that is Scizor is using the move Bug Bite, and Bug Bite will eat my berry. The berry I'm holding on Center Scotch is Cobra Berry, which stops you getting one-shot by Dual Wing Beat. And not just one-shot, it actually takes both stages out at the same time. So it's a really scary matchup, actually, Scizor into Center Scotch. It's not impossible to take it, which is why I've got the berry on there, but it's like a last resort bring this out, because it's going to lose a stage to it. Basically guaranteed. Anyway, here we go. So they always set up Sticky Web. We'll set up Stealth Rocks. Now, I think there's 2 options here. Well, maybe not 2, maybe there's 3. It's going to go into Magnezone, or it's going to go into Flygon. I want to see Magnezone, is the dream. Excellent. Because this Pokemon here is designed just to stay alive while Magnezone is on the field. So we'll get full Toxic up for Toxic Spikes. We take a T-Bolt. We eat our berry. Alright, full Toxics up. And now we just want to get the Spikes up as well. We might not get to Tier 3 Spikes, but 2 is probably good enough. Alright, the swapping, we need to be very careful here with the swap. It's into Flygon. So it really depends on like what I want to do now. Because really Copper Vein only has the use of setting up the entry hazards, to be honest with you. So I could just sack Copper Vein, but it is quite useful to have Pokemon there that... It's quite useful to have Pokemon that you can swap into if you don't know what an attack is that's coming in. So I'm very, very, very tempted to swap again. I could also Rapid Spin the hazards away right now. You know what? I'm going to do that. Let me Rapid Spin the speed drop item. So Heat Wave came in, which is what I predicted. We get to keep Pineco. And by the way, Pineco can't get one shot. Now, I will say there is a slight scariness about this because I was pretty certain before when I was a Steel type that he was going to use a Fire move. I'm not so certain anymore, and I don't want to go into Frostmoth ideally into a Fire special move. I could risk it, but I'd rather go into Centiskorch first. So I might lose the game literally on this swap. I'm predicting Heat Wave is going to come out again, but I don't know if he's got another one-shot, they'll use the other one-shot instead, so hopefully we see Heat Wave here. Oh, by the way, this thing's got Life Orb, it's got Toxic on it, so it's only killing itself. They swap, which is very interesting. Okay, I can't take this matchup. It looks like it's so favorable for me, but I really shouldn't do it. Well, I say I shouldn't do it. You know what? Actually, I think because I predicted it, I could do this. Because it's going to use Bug Bite and eat my berry, which doesn't matter because it won't matter resisting flying type damage right now. But I could knock it out Sizzle mode and then swap when it goes into Cypher. Yeah, okay, I'll do that. Because Bullet Punch, which is his priority move, will do nothing to, well, very little to me. So I'm almost certain it's Bug Bite coming in, which by the way we also resist. Goes down to Cypher. Yeah, the game's such a piece of garbage, by the way. There's no way you would predict I'm holding a Cobra Berry, but it sees I'm holding a Cobra Berry, so Dual Wing Beat wouldn't do anything to me, really. Anyway, Dual Wing Beat is now incoming, which, by the way, is resisted by an Electric-type Pokemon, but it's actually neutrality because I've also got Bug typing still. But Lightstorm, this is part of the reason why you're here, is to deal with this Cypher. That crit might cost me the game, because I could do with health on this Pokemon still. We'll see. Does this kill? It does. Either way, the Thunderbolt will go off because we devolve and we get to retain our move. It just won't do as much damage by, like, quite a lot, actually. Paralysis would go kind of crazy as well. Yeah, about half. The other thing that's a touch scary... Oh, by the way, the Evilight's on now, which is why I'm taking less damage. And it seems quite bulky. The other thing that's quite scary is they can swap into Flygon, which is a ground-type Pokemon, and basically neutralize my electric move. Fortunately, very rarely do it, but it's something I have to be aware of. Right, here comes Rhyperior. And here comes the trolling. We're going to protect, so one more turn of Toxic goes off. And now this is why Iron Vein is here, because Iron Vein can take these big rock hits from Rhyperior. This is the other way we lose this game, by the way, because Rock Blast has got a chance to hit 5 times. If it hits 5 times and crits me a few times, like, it makes this matchup really scary. Otherwise, it's not that frightening. Oh, and I forgot to mention, we've got leftovers on this thing as well, so, like, we are really bulky against this guy. Like, Rhyperior does not have any fun into Iron Vein. Anyway, I'm going to Iron Defense now. He's probably going to swap. He does swap. That's fine. So the Iron Defense is not going to matter at all. It's into Flygon. This is going to be into a Fire-type move, probably, because I'm 4 times weak to Fire, whereas I resist basically everything else. Actually, that's not true. I don't resist Clanging Scales either, but I won't do it because it won't one-shot me. Which means now I have a safe swap into Centiskorch. And moreover, because as I said, you've seen it now, they keep swapping every turn. These entry hazards I set up at the beginning of the game just keep chipping away, keep chipping away, keep chipping away. And Flygon is having the worst time imaginable now. Now we're going to swap into Frostmoth because he won't use a Fire-type move. He's going to either use Earthquake or he'll use Clanging Scales. I think he'll use Clanging Scales, which is why Frostmoth is here. Yep. So this should do, like, actually disgust no damage, but I'm a Frostmoth, so it doesn't. Is that going to take you down a stage, by the way? It does, huge. Now, I will say, when it goes down a stage, it does lose its status effects, but because they swap around all the time, or they want to swap around all the time, it's all good, because they'll eventually put it on themselves again. By the way, this thing can't stay in front of me because it's 4 times weak to ice, but wherever it swaps in, it's going to get hit by Icy Wind, and Icy Wind drops the speed stat as well, so it has, like, multiple layers of usefulness. It's into Araquanid. Araquanid's a bit of a weird one, because it's probably going to set up Sticky Web again, because I span it away, if you remember. Wait, did I spin it away? I can't even remember anymore. Honestly, the Sticky Web barely matters at this point. Probably not true, but I'm going to say it is true. You have a Citrus Berry or something, right? Yeah. Anyway, we're not going to stay in here because we have no physical bulk. We're going to go back into Iron Vein because I said Iron Vein is literally here for Rhyperior and Araquanid. That's their only use, is to go into these big physical attackers and troll them. Okay, I did spin away the Sticky Web. And now I'm going to become a wall. We just use Iron Defense. We're back to full, by the way, so if Sturdy would go off again, it will go off. Not that it can ever, like, get me down to that stage, but... Alright, here comes Magnezone. Magnezone is actually the scariest Pokemon by a country mile here. It's the only one that requires me to think. Because the swap for Magnezone is actually very cursed. And this is like where I was thinking about the 6 Pokemon of what it should be. I'm like struggling to decide what I actually wanted to get into this. Because I could go into Frostmoth, but it takes extra damage from Steel types, so it can't get like it can get chipped down more than I would like if it tries to deal with both Magnezone and Flygon. What I'm probably going to do is go into Light Storm, but I took that early crit, which means I've lost a evolution on it, so this probably can't fully deal with Magnezone anymore, which is like a real pain in the arse. But we'll see. The alternate line is I go into Copper Vein just to take the hit, so I get a safe swap into Scolipede. But I think we'll use Light Storm, because I think his worth is basically done now. I think once he takes out Scizor, like, everything else is gravy. The speed barely matters anymore. So this shouldn't be that effective, but again, just to show the power of Magnezone, I resist this, I believe. It still chunked me for a decent amount. And now what I think Magnezone's going to do is it's going to Mirror Coat me, because this is a special attack move. Oh no, it did Thunderbolt, cool. Oh, it's because I'm slower now, never mind. Oh my god, you also got me? Alright. I thought I would take one more. If we can get Magnezone down to Magneton, then I'd feel pretty happy about life. Speed drops. Okay, they swap. It's pretty scary. I probably need to keep Light Storm alive now. Back into Flygon. This is the other reason why the game gets a bit scary, because I don't know what Flygon's going to do anymore. We do lower its speed, though, which is not completely insignificant. And actually, that's pretty decent damage. And don't waste your resources either. We can protect and have a look at what he's doing. He's doing Clanging Scales. I assume it's Heat Wave, but... No, it's Clanging Scales. So, okay. Now that I've seen he's going to do Clanging, he might, like, fully mentally boom me here, but I'll go into the Frostmoth. If we get hit by a Fire move, we can actually take the Fire move, but I'd rather not take it, obviously. Yep, okay, it's Clanging again. This will do less than before, because it's now in Flygon mode. It's going to take the Toxic damage, it's going to take the Life Orb damage as well. If only I had Protect on this thing. I can't put Protect on this thing, by the way, because I've got the Assault Vest on it, but it'd be pretty nice. Again, I'm going to just use Icy Wind here. Okay, it's faster than me still. I kind of expected that. Does it kill? Doesn't kill. It dies. Oh, that's a great timing to die, though. Hang on a minute. Wait, this thing is no longer 4 times weak to ice, but this still should one-shot, I think. That's actually pretty big, because I can now use at least one attack from my Frostmoth into Magnezone. Here's Volcarona. Look at the damage Volcarona's going to take, by the way, from all the entry hazards. It basically just gets killed. It takes 4 times stealth rock damage, which is LOL. Anyway, this thing's going to use a fire-type move into me. So this is why Center Scorch is here, to just take any move that I think is a fire-type move. Now, I would like Center Scorch to stay alive, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. So I'm semi-tempted now to go into my... I'm semi-tempted to swap into Copper Vein. But I might just take the kill, because this is also good into Magna Zone. I could also risk the knockoff here and remove Evilite. It's actually not that scary on Lavas to the Evilite, but I guess why not? Because if they swap as well, this is fine. Yeah, Bug Buzz is like one of his better moves. It doesn't want to do the electric charge move because it'll just die. Okay, drops it down the stage. Goodbye, Evilite. I actually need to quickly check something. How fast is Magnum? Is it still Magna Zone? I can't remember now. Magna Zone's only 99, and my... oh my god. I should have had this up earlier. Sorry, my bad. Pokemon damage. I do want to check if I outspeed Magna Zone, because if I do, I should try and keep this thing alive. It's actually quite useful. Centiscorch. It should outspeed Magna Zone. Does it outspeed Larvester? No. Larvester is surprisingly quick. That's the thing that always catches me. It's like these small, like, improvements that really matter here. I think I'll just I'll try to take the kill here. I think I'll lose at least an evolution stage here on my Centiscorch. That's a big live. Someone can get a huge live, in fact. Please one-shot. Nice, okay. I think we might just do this in one. Magna Zone's back. We should be quicker. Oh, wait, I didn't get up. I fucked up. I didn't get up Sticky Web. No, I still should be fine. I think, even with the speed loss, am I fast? Oh, I'm not faster. Okay, I did fuck up. It still shouldn't matter too much. In fact, I might knock Evilite off this thing, because it'll take my life, but I'll still get my attack off. Please kill, by the way. Thank you. I thought it did. There goes Evilite. So now Scolipede should be able to kill a Magna Zone, is my hope. Oh, by the way, the other sad thing is this thing doesn't learn Flamethrower, so I lose my fire typing. It's basically done its job, though. All I want to do now is put out a bit of damage, and I'm happy. You might not get it, but we'll see. Okay, you just get one shot. Centiscorch is not a particularly good Pokemon. This is now where things get a little bit more interesting. I think we're going to Lightning Storm, because this should be able to take one hit from Magna Zone. I might, I said we should take one hit. I might get hit by Mirror Coat here. You know what? I just want to see if you're going to use a Mirror Coat. Nope, it T-bolted. I bet you as soon as I push this button, it'll Mirror Coat. It'll read my input. Okay, it's Thunderbolted. Because it's going first. Okay, never mind. It's smart. Oh my god, that nearly killed me. With the speed drop, I don't know if we're faster now. But either way, I broke the Sturdy, which is what mattered there. I'd absolutely love it if we get another attack off. It'd be so big. Alright, it's still quicker. That's fine. I hope it's fine. We still have Frostmoth to burn as well. The sad thing is I don't think Frostmoth will take a hit either, even with all of his effects. Oh, one other thing, in case you're wondering why I didn't bring a ground type to resist electric moves, this thing has hidden power ice, so it's really scary to bring a ground type. And my only ground type is... my only ground type I think is like, God, what's it called? Wormadam Sandy. which is, like, not great here. By the way, this is the reason why I've got Hidden Power Ground, though. In case this matchup comes up. It'll take me out of this mode, because this is going to be super effective damage. But my Hidden Power should still go off, right? I'm not wrong. It does retain Hidden Power. Oh, I fucked up. Ah, I fucked up. I thought you had Hidden Power still. Okay. That might be game losing, actually. Okay, that's hugely swapped. I actually think I would have lost had they attacked me there. I was really struggling to deal with the damage. My Scolipede is really not that good. It's a Magnezone. It's kind of like my little secret, my dirty secret. It's pretty bad. The first stage is fine, but it can't, like, fight from Magnezone all the way down. And actually, it struggles from Magnemite. Sorry, not Magnemite. From Magneton down. Magnemite is fine. I can beat the Magnemite, but... Anyway, Araquanid is a great sign. This battle now is literally just, can I beat... That's a lot of damage. Can I beat Magneton? If I can, I win. Get Magnezone's back. That's some more rock damage. But, like, me not being able to hit Magnezone with this Pokemon is, like, so annoying. I have to swap again, and getting the safe swap now is, like, truly problematic. As in, like, I don't think I can do it. So this is probably where I'm going to burn my Copper Vein. Yeah, this is where I burn Copper Vein. I can remove my entry hazards with this thing. No, it won't happen. Never mind. I take it back. This thing's going to attack me 100% of the time. Yeah. Magnezone, please don't do me dirty. It's all because I fucked up one attack as well, is the sad thing. Crit didn't matter. Alright. I think you have to just do it then. I'm not sure you can do it from here. I'm hoping you can, but... We should do Protect first. Because we get a speed up thanks to our ability. And I think then we're going to be faster than Magnezone. I also didn't put the Sticky Web down, which I normally do. I'm pretty certain I'm faster now. Yeah. So that's Magneton dead. But Magnemite also has Sturdy. So as long as I can... At least if I can get Magnemite to 1 health, then maybe I can do something, but... Literally, if Magnemite has 1 health and my last Pokemon is Forretress, I lose. I can't beat it. Like, that's still disgusting damage. But this should be fine. And remember as well, the Scolipede does devolve here. I lose Earthquake, but as long as it's only on 1 health, I can deal with it. And they can't swap out anymore because they'll die to Stealth Rock, so this is locked in now. I die. I go into the little ball form. And this, in theory, should be game. Like, my only loss condition now is that... My loss condition now is that Rhyperior does, like, 5 times Rock Blast and crits, like, 5 of them. In theory, I could lose, but as soon as I get the Iron Defense up to, like, +6 now, it's just game. Because I'll take less damage than I heal from... what's his name? From the leftovers. I'm going to take a Sack Care as well. I could swap straight into Forretress, but I'd rather not risk that scenario where it hits 5 times and crits 2 or 3 of them. Tundra's done its job. It can perish now. To give me a free swap into Forretress. And now the game's afoot. We want an Iron Defense 6 times. I love seeing Earthquakes as well. It's pretty spooky, I'll give you that, but we should still be fine from here. I think. Famous last words. The other calc I'm not quite sure on yet, and I probably shouldn't risk it. I think if I get crit Earthquake, I lose. Like, I full on lose, because again, I can't deal with this with Pineco. It has to be Forretress that fights, because I lose the Steel typing. So it's really essential I don't devolve this Pokemon right now. I think I'm just going to rest. And then we'll go for, like, Sleep Talk into Iron Defense. Or, like, hope that's the result. Don't crit me. Huge. And as you see, that was Earthquake. It did, like, nothing. Back to full. So I think now a crit Earthquake won't get me anymore. And we just sleep talk until we iron defense up to +6. Come on, iron defense. Okay. To be fair, it's a 1 out of 3 result, so it's pretty unlikely I do hit that. I'm feeling another sleep talk here. Now there's 2 good results, by the way. Toxic is also fine. Alright, we hit the 1 in... the 1 in 3 that was a bad result. I think we'll put up iron defense this time. We can wait on Toxic. It's not, like, essential I get it up immediately. The +6 would be nice, though. Nice. We wake up on that turn. Which I think was a 66% chance. And we're approaching the point now where it just can't do anything to me. This will be +6 defense. All the Pokemon on the left are physical attackers, and nothing has super effective damage into me. So yeah, this should be game. One final thing that I'll say about this battle, which is like really scary, is the longer a battle goes on, the more likely it is that like a crit is going to happen. And this game like did go on for quite some time, so we were always like liable to getting hit by like a really annoying crit, like a really key time, and falling over. And this is like one of those key times, because if we get crit, all defense up stats are ignored. So I need to be like slightly careful with where my health is. But we didn't get crit, so we're fine. And we'll get to a point where Rhyhorn's not that scary. Rhydon is fairly scary. Anyway, the game is now kind of over. Because I literally just am going to do Sleep Talk, which does nothing effectively. I'm basically wasting PP. I can't damage it, I can't Toxic anymore, I can't raise my defense, it's all like worthless. To be honest with you, I should push Iron Defense actually as the buttons go. Yeah, I should waste Iron Defense PP because I probably won't ever need to set up Iron Defense again. I do need Toxic though. I need like one more use of Toxic and the game's over. But yeah, I've lost 18 health during that rest, and I wasn't doing anything. I'm not quite, by 4 damage per like cycle, I am slowly taking damage, but it's, you know, who cares? And actually, at Rhyhorn stage, it's probably not going to even hurt me anymore. I might actually start healing. We'll see. Yeah, 1 damage, is it? Okay, more than 1. It's like 5. And yeah, we're back to stalling the game out. Okay, there's a crit. I did a test of this, I think, last night, and I'm sure they hit a 5-time Rock Blast and crit 3 times and killed Forretress. So I was like, what the fuck is this RNG? Like, I'm glad I got this off camera, otherwise, like, I would have exploded on camera. We should probably take a rest now, just to be safe. And I'm feeling like putting my fan onto 2 right now. 3, probably not necessary. I'm not quite that hot under the collar, but a nice little 2 setting. Oh, just blow away some of the sweat right now from this battle. So tough. Rest is the 1 PP as well I shouldn't waste right now. Rest has got some uses still for this battle, potentially. Anyway, I can't remember what Araquanid is right now, health-wise. I can't remember if we actually knocked it down to... What's it called now? I keep forgetting what it's called, like the little water spider thing. I mean, it is a water spider now, but like the tiny one, where it holds it on its head. If it's in that phase already, this game's like completely over, because I don't even need to Toxic it. Like, there's a theoretical line where I lose this game, because Toxic is only 90% accurate. If I miss 8 Toxic in a row, I could theoretically lose, but it would actually come down to a game of PP and like how struggle interacts with one another. So I think we'd still be like probably okay. I've got one Pokemon in the back, so. But yeah, so lucky by the way that I have Fortress, like legitimately before this gym we got it. Oh, do I get my Toxic Spikes? Oh, we do. Okay, the game's over. I don't even need to Toxic it. The 8 times Toxic miss is not happening. But yeah, I honestly think without Fortress in this battle, I don't know if I could do it. Because I really needed a Bug Steel type to resist Rhydon, or Rhyperior, sorry. I basically needed something that would do the Shuckle job that wasn't Shuckle. It had to be Bug Steel, not Bug Rock. And lo and behold, Fortress comes in to fill in that gap. And actually, it fills in another gap as also an entry hazard setter, better than any of my other bugs. What are you called, by the way? It's actually doing my head in right now. What is Araquanid's first form called? Jupiter, that's right. I think even at this point now, crits don't matter anymore. I like the music is going epic and I'm just like sat here spamming a button that's doing nothing. You know what? We'll sleep in the face. That's the ultimate form of disrespect. Ladies and gentlemen, first time on camera as well. Didn't have to take multiple attempts. Benjamin the cheating button down. Ironically as well, it's called the time badge for a battle that took a long time. But yeah, it really doesn't like do justice because I said it took me like 2 days to prepare a team for this. My first attempt was actually like flawed. I was trying to use Heracross to sweep, but like, you know, it was just really hard to keep the Heracross alive, and then it wouldn't evolve into anything. So many bugs are good, but like only have 1 stage bugs. Or like they devolve into something that like loses one of their key typings. Escavalier was another one which I wanted to use potentially in this battle, but it loses its steel typing, which is like not acceptable. Okay. I actually forgot as well, we didn't really go around the town. Let me just quickly chat to people. Oh. No, that's a terrible deal. What about you? Oh, you sell boxes, right? Oh my god. Wait, hang on a sec. Choose... No. No, wait. I think hang on a sec. I think I'd sell every egg in the box. I have so many boxes full of eggs. This could actually be big bang. Yeah, I don't think I've got any event eggs and like not hatch them immediately. Fuck it. If we have, then I'll cheat them back in. Because I'm stupid. All of the PC box, please. Yes. Oh, it's the selected box. Okay. So that's really good for me. Hang on a second. I might do this. Like, box 15, get rid of all these eggs. How much do I get for it? A full box? 60k? Oh my god. Okay, I'll do that off camera, but that's actually huge intel for me. Because I was having issues like clearing the box out, and you can't throw away eggs, you have to hatch them and release them. And ain't nobody got time for that, so... Yeah, big. Okay. Let me grab some Pokemon then that we can use to go to the Pokemon League. I don't need to have that berry. What are you holding, by the way? Oh, you're holding Evilite. We might as well take that because it's actually not very good for you. You're also holding Assault Vest. I'm going to take it because I'm probably not going to bring Frostmoth. Spoilers. And honestly, I think you're great, but you're really annoying to use in generic battles. I want my battles to be a bit snappier. Okay, we'll bring Olympus. I have to bring Scolipede, I forgot, because I need someone that has the ability to rock climb. I need a Pokemon that has the ability to surf as well. We'll bring... Sure, Ocean, you can come along. And I'm not going to be mean here, Copper Vein, but I suspect I'm never going to use you again. You're like a very specific niche Pokemon. Oh, I say I'm not going to use you again. Not completely crazy that I'll use you again. But I'm going to put you in besties for now. We can bring Hot Spring. I'm okay with that. So, what am I missing now? I have Rock Smash. What? I'm missing nothing, so I can just bring whoever I want. Let's bring the Scizor, because the YouTube people that didn't watch the Collectathon episode probably haven't seen Scizor yet, so... And you, I will give you some sort of item. I'll just give you charcoal or something for now. I'll give you Expert Belt if I got that here. Yeah. And I'll just give you Mystic Water. I don't want to think too much about this right now. And let's lead with someone that is not the slowest Pokemon in the game. Oh, by the way, I forgot this Pokemon can fly. I said, like, I have to bring Yanmega everywhere. Actually, not true. I can also use Vikavolt, so we'll use Vikavolt for a bit because I remembered I'm stupid. And there is another bug that flies. You want me to, like, do some fishing? Oh, you're, like, fill a box of Magikarp, right? Yeah. Well, that's a post-game quest that we can do later. And by post-game, it's just that I can't bother doing it right now. I think this person asked me to, like, babysit their child. It's like a repeatable quest to babysit someone. I'm not going to do it. Right? It's just yeah, it's babysit a child, walk around the place, you get money for it. I think it's just a way to have, like, a reusable source of money. But I don't need it. Okay, we are going to the Pokemon League then. The end of this episode, by the way, might descend into a collectathon, we'll see. If I get to the Pokemon League today, I'm almost certainly not going to be able to actually do it. Please. And God knows how much preparation I'm going to need for that, because it's 5 battles I need to do. And I can only use 6 Pokemon for all 5 battles. And actually, some of the battles are hard and difficult, so on Insane, I suspect it's going to be like an actual nightmare. Do I want this matchup? You know what? I probably don't. I'll U-turn out. Oh, they're flip turning as well. This is kind of awkward. See you later, Lumion. Do either of us know who's swapping into what? Oh my god, I nearly shredded you. I guess we don't get to see. I'll go into Scolipede. Wait, you only have 1 Pokemon? I didn't notice. I was going to say, you should have swapped out then, no? Isn't that what Flip Turn does? Isn't it Water U-Turn? Oh, cool. You have Water U-Turn and you try to use it with 1 Pokemon. I can see why you're heading towards the Pokemon League. Pelipper, not interested. Mantine, not interested. I'll do battle with you, Swimmer. Actually, I need my little guide. What books can I get now? I say now. There are some books I can get in the Victory Road. Actually, there's a really hard battle in the Victory Road as well, I just remembered. So, that's going to be fun. It's only 1. Okay. Okay, Water Flying. Slightly awkward. But actually, maybe Scizor's the best Pokemon I can have to deal with this. I say it's like, oh, my moves aren't effective. I guess I'll use Wing Attack, but I don't love it. Never mind. The crit mattered there. Even Technician boosted, Choice Band boosted. Wing Attack should probably not have killed Mantine in 1. Tentacruel. Do we just stick at it? Yeah, sure. Let's see how much this does. Again, raw dogging Hydro Pump, very cool. Thank you for hitting me with that. Oh my god, I did quite a lot. Yeah, I didn't quite get the kill. Sizzle, goodbye. I knew they were going to hit another raw dog Hydro Pump. Okay, this gives me the swap into Vikavolt, which is kind of what I wanted. Three in a row, huh? 70% accurate, by the way. Another crit as well. Are you crazy? Well, Vikavolt is going down. I was just sure as well, Vikavolt is holding Evilite, which it shouldn't be holding. I'll take that off in a second. Normally I give this thing Quick Claw because it's got an unbelievably low speed stat. Alright. We'll use Scolipede. Just realized we could use a Earthquake into it. That'd be pretty okay. I suspect I'm faster. I'm not faster. I fucked up 4 in a row. I really should just use Protect. I get the speed up. There's like almost no downside to it. Not true, by the way. You could swap on the Protect, which is like the only scary aspect of that, but in these like generic battles, it's probably not that scary. Wishy-washy. Very cool. We'll go with Stab X Scissor. Five in a row. Man, this trainer is not fucking around. Alright, Schooling is going to break in a second. Hopefully. And then that's your ass. Oh, interesting. It doesn't get interrupted. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I pick up the kill anyway, but I thought it would break out that mode mid-attack. Alright, I guess I'm going to just quickly run back again. Since half my team is dead. It's actually one other thing I should probably do before I do the Elite Four. Make sure I've got all the healing items, because they will actually be useful. Not that they're not now, but, like, with the speed up button, it's so easy just to, like, fly back to a Pokemon Center and just run back again. Wait, was that another trainer? I'll do battle with you. I forgot to take the item of Vikavolt as well, I'm stupid. Alright. Oh, Kingdra. Water Dragon, eh? Well... see you later. Alright, I finally dodged the Hydro Pump. This thing's quite quick, right? I'll still go to Olympus. It's also only taking neutral damage from grass, right? It is. We'll try and break it. I'm pretty sure that thing's faster. Hopefully it can tank whatever it does to me, but as long as you have flying coverage, we're fine, right? Oh, we're faster. Never mind. And your last Pokemon is Corsola. It's normal, good old-fashioned Corsola, who is 4 times weak to grass, by the way, so this is going to kill you. How many is the question? Okay, it does take 2. I thought merely 1 seed would have done the job. Alright. Only the best swimmers can swim all the way to the Pokemon League. It's not even like a task. You could just use Surf. Swanna. I really shouldn't lead with Scissor. It turns out this route is actually proving to be pretty bad. You are 4 times weak to Electric, but I'll just send Wing Attack and then hope for the best. Brave Bird. That's going to be pretty bad. Yes, I thought that was going to be the result. Kill? Nice, okay. And your last Pokemon is Azumarill. If only I could use Bullet Punch now, but I'm locked in. I'm going to assume a Water move is incoming. I'll go into Ocean. Oh, I should also teach this thing Leech Fang. That's the TM I got for beating the gym. And, oh wait, it has got Leech Fang. It's actually a pretty good move. You know what, I'll do Reflect and then I'll swap. Right, predicting another Fairy type move, which will do nothing into Scizor, and Scizor Bullet Punch should one-shot. Huge damage. I probably don't kill anymore. That's actually quite annoying. I'll just send it. Oh, wow. It wouldn't have gone anywhere near. Okay. I kind of beansed it then. Actually, it probably would have two-shot. Is it four-shotting? Well, Scizor, it's like you or him. Okay. It's him. I always forget as well water resist steel. I don't know why. I always think it's the other way around. So I thought that was super effective damage. It wasn't. My bad. Okay. I'm going to set up a back to repel in a second. Can I quickly grab this? Do I want to fight a level 25 Geodude? No, he might kill me. Alright, we'll fly back. There is a Pokemon Center coming up to where I am. But I want to fight that person. Although I say that, I might not be able to fight you. I think you might be one of like these super cool trainers, whatever they're called, where I have to beat every trainer on a route before I can fight them. Like I said, I don't really want to get too bogged down today. I'd like to just get to the Pokemon League now. Are you like the super trainer? You're the queen of Route 80. What does that mean? Defeat all the trainers on this route to find out. Alright. So you'll give me some sort of Mega Stone for beating you, and your Mega Evolved Ace. Oh, Focus Sash times 2, because I've already got one. Focus Sash is a very useful item, so I'm actually quite happy to get another one. That could actually be pretty significant on the Elite Four. It's Gyarados. I didn't swap. I haven't done anything. I didn't swap my Scizor. I didn't fucking take the Eviolite off my other Pokemon. Right, we'll get out there. Right, gives me a safe swap into Vikavolt, which I wish was holding Quick Claw and not Eviolite. Raw Dog's a Hurricane, 70 accurate by the way. But that should be your ass. And dings all around. Ocean wants to learn Miracle. I can see a world where that's actually quite useful, but I'm pretty happy with its moveset right now, so I'll just keep it. And Kingdra's your last Pokemon. I'll try and get off a T-Bolt. What is with this route and just raw dogging 70 accurate moves? It's actually crazy. I'm more to the point, why do they keep hitting them? I don't think that paralysis matters too much. I'm just going to sack this guy. Never mind, it does matter. How slow is Kingdra? I mean, I guess paralysis is... It might be a quarter of your speed in this game. I can't remember now if it's half or a quarter. Raging Fury. That's Outrage, but for fire, right? This is my special attacker, so we don't want that. And honestly, I don't think we want Raging Fury on the other one either, so... Right, where am I going? This is not the right way. You know what? I guess I'll just fly back, because I've gone on the wrong path. Okay, before I do anything else, though, take that off you. You can hold Quick Claw. It's an oldie but a goldie. Who has it? Who's holding that quick claw? No, really, who's holding it? I don't know who's got it. Wait, was it my box? Am I stupid? I might just be stupid. Wait, I'm in the wrong section. That's my problem. There it is. I was like, oh, wait a minute, Q's not here in the alphabet. That's the problem here. And actually, one final thing I want to quickly do, which I didn't mention before. I removed my poison moves off Scolipede. I would like it back. It was kind of worthless in that last battle, but things change now. I can't remember what it's called now. Is it called Poison Jab? I'm pretty sure I got a TM for it. Poison Jab. And you can forget Payback. We don't need that. Payback is literally just there because he has such bad move coverage that my best move into a steel type is Payback on that Pokemon. This is the way I want to go, I guess. Oh, wait. Oh, this is the way I want to go. Wait, it's that way that I want to go. It's up. What's to the left, though? A Twisted Spoon and a Psychic. Okay, Psychics are my dream battle, because you use Psychic-type Pokemon, it's like the only type that Bug's good into. Not the only one, but like, one of the only ones. Gallade. Okay. I'll Wing Attack you. Show me another Psychic Fighting type. There is another one that exists. Meditite exists, or Medicham. Oh, it's your only Pokemon, never mind, we're good. Bionicle, level 28, I really don't care, but just in general, I don't care. You're not a good Pokemon. Again, I'm going to leave the Pavilions alone. I will deal with them post-game. Alright, Hitmonlee. We'll go for Wing Attack. You'll go for a high jump kick, which is not 100% accurate. Oh my god, you nearly killed me. How accurate is high jump kick, by the way? I'm just intrigued. Is this just a route of people with like low accuracy moves and hitting them all? Hitmonlee. High jump kick. 90 accurate. Okay, it's not that bad then. I can tolerate that one. How spooky is Medicham? I don't think I'm quicker, but I'll risk it. Alright, I'm not quicker. High jump kicked again. Alright, I'm beginning to see a pattern. We will... Oh my god, you resist... Well, you don't resist Bug, but like, you're a Psychic type that has neutrality into Bug. It's so fucking annoying. I'll go into Olympus still. That was really stupid, because you take double Psychic damage. Alright, well, we need to pick up a kill here. I doubt this will kill, but I think I'm going to get killed back. Alright, just keep dodging that. I guess you haven't got a Psychic move, or you're Choice Banded, and you're locked into this. Because I'm pretty certain any Psychic move would have killed me there. Well, I can play this game. I think I do more damage than you recover. That is true. Yeah, see, he missed one. He gets killed for it as well. The risk of high jump kick. Alright, your last Pokemon is Scrafty. Dark fighting, sorry. You won't like this. Alright. Am I close to the edge here of this route? Well, I've gone the wrong way again. Where am I going? Where's the answer? Is it up again? Nope. Is there a bit down? I don't ever remember getting lost here. Is he like down here? Is that what I've missed? Because I did this. Oh wait, this is it. I found it. Right, that's fine. I'll just risk it with Scizor dead, because at the top of this waterfall is a Pokemon Center. Starmie, you're a water type that is liable to getting hit by a bug move. Nice to see you. Alright, see you later. Goodbye. Alola Mola. All I know from you is you're a tanky Pokemon. I'm intrigued why you swap, though. I don't really know what you can do to me. You can try and Raw Dog Hydro Pumps, I guess, but I don't think you're particularly, like, offensive either. I guess just, like, go for the poison. How much is this gonna do? Ah. Okay, that's fine. You can do that all you want. There we go. That's the rolls I'm looking to see. They must have like two Pokemon that are terrible into me for them to swap into this, because this is not a good matchup for them. Like, it's pretty neutral, but still. And also, none of their Pokemon can be faster than me anymore. Vaporeon. I mean, I wouldn't say this is great for me. Oh, God. Okay, fair enough. I really should have just swapped, but I could be bothered. We'll go into Heracross. Hopefully the Bullet Seed will kill him. Alright, it'll kill you instead, I guess. So I doubt you take Mega Heracross Skill Link Bullet Seed. Nope, they don't. And I assume because they swapped, they were certainly going to die. Alright. There is another small island. Honestly, just take me to the top of the waterfall for a second. I want to use the Pokemon Center. I want to get the fly to this area sorted. Then I'll finish off the battles down here. Oh, it's very sneaky, hiding in the sand. On a deserted island. Well, sorry, not quite deserted. I guess there's one fisherman on it. Skuntank, you are Poison Dark, correct? You are. See you later. That doesn't work. So you have no move that can hit me, it turns out. So I guess swapping was a bit premature. Shouldn't matter, because I suspect if you can't hit Scizor, you can't hit Reef either. Okay, it only has like poison type moves, which is like not very good here. Unfortunately for Skuntank. The fast get faster. And what's your last Pokemon? Dog Trio, but it's normal Dog Trio. This is not a great matchup for me. I do resist ground from Bug, but I take Super Effect from Poison, so it's neutral. I guess I'll risk it. But like, we're next to a Pokemon Center anyway. Wow. Okay. I guess we're 2 levels higher, but still. Did not expect a one-shot there. Alright, I think this is the last guy, right? There's nothing else down here. No. Okay. With the power of my rod, I'll capture strong Pokemon and become Boris' new champion. Is that a euphemism? Stan as Octillery, a Pokemon that I almost forgot existed. Octillery is just an octopus, right? It like, at least some of the other Pokemon like kind of hide what the creature they are like based on, but this one just has no hiding. It's just purely octopus. I'll do the same thing again. We'll do the old Sizzle into Scolipede strat, and then get hit by a Raw Dog Hydro Pump, which is the story of this route. 70 accurate moves, yes please. Alright, hopefully the last two Pokemon are very frail, please. Alright, not frail. I'm just gonna sack the Scolipede here. There's probably smarter plays I can make, but it doesn't really matter. Actually, decent damage. Water Spout? It's half health. Do I live this? Probably not, right? No. Nope, not even close. We'll go into Heracross and Bullet Seed our way through. Alright, your last Pokemon is Crawdaunt. You also take super effective damage from the old fighting type, so we'll go with Brick Break. Goodbye, Crawdaunt. I really like your design, but my graphics is wrong. Never happy, you guys. Heracross. Scizor. I'm definitely not changing this now at the Pokemon Center. Who's the other guy I brought? Araquanid. It's a good memory game, actually. Who's my last guy? Oh, I don't have Vikavolt on here. Whoops. Oh, I must have taken it off by accident. My bad. So as I said, I'll keep these down going forwards. I'll accept your quest. Your quest is like beat the Elite Four with like one Pokemon or something peculiar like that. Oh no, beat it with like monotypes. Well, actually, you know what? I said, can we do every quest in the game? I guess it's a quest I can't do. Oh no, it's just monotype. Okay. No, remaining 18, I can't do this with this challenge. Well, that answers the question. So I can't do every challenge because literally this one is not possible. Yeah, it actually isn't possible. And I'll tell you the reason why. Because, like, in theory, I could do it with, you know, like, I could bring 6 Araquanids for Bug Water or something to cover water typing. But there's no Dark Bug in the game. So I couldn't ever do Dark. Nor could I do Dragon, for that matter. Goddard seems to have also appeared in my bathroom, so let me just close my door a second. There we go. Alright, try and quickly get up to the old Pokemon Center. Sorry, the old Elite Four. And you know what? Raid battle, sure. I'll humor you. It's Gyarados. These are horrible Pokemon versus Gyarados. We'll bring you. I'll use you. I'll use you because Gyarados is famously not got any good flying moves. And I guess I will bring you. And I'm going to speed through most of this because I don't like the raid battles in this game. I kind of like they're in here, but, you know, I just find them, like, so long and drawn out. And eventually, like, you know, I'm just going to spam the same move over and over again, right? Which you might argue is, like, all you do in Pokemon anyway, but I think particularly in raid battles, like, that ends up happening. It has Moxie. Okay, that's something I need to be aware of. This thing is, like, scaling. To be fair, though, it's, like, also dying very quickly. Alright, we win. Not gonna bother catching it. Prism scale. Oh, that's for... Wait. Is that for what I think it is? Is that Milotic's evolution item? I can't remember now. You evolved Milotic. I did it like once and I was like, never again. Suspicious. Oh, you give me money, right? Money grows on trees. Thank you for the organic alchemist. Much appreciated. And this is Dragon Pulse. Okay. I'm actually a bit dejected now that I've realized I can't actually do every single quest, but... To be fair, I wasn't paying attention. Alright, thanks for that. Actually, that's very useful, you know. Like, I was about to shit talk you, but it's actually very, very useful to have repels. Yeah. I started this with the idea of doing every single quest in the game. Like, as time's gone by, I've kind of like... I've kind of like come back on it to like think that, you know, catching every Pokemon in the game is probably not the most entertaining thing to watch, so maybe I won't do the full Pokedex, but I actually forgot there was a quest where you have to do it with monotype teams, and I'm pretty sure there's one where it's like beat the Elite Four with one Pokemon. Do I think the Elite Four will be the hardest part of the playthrough? I have no idea. I've only ever done it on difficult before this game, so I don't really know what to expect on Insane. It's probably not going to be easy, is all I'll say. But I know some of the quests are like reported to be like very hard, like the electric quest I was doing versus that scientist a couple of episodes ago. I know like famously that is a hard one on all difficulties. Do I have to use the same 6 bugs for all of them? Yeah. I can't swap my team out. So it's going to be like problem solving 6 teams in a row. Why did I not use close combat there, by the way? It doesn't really matter, but I should have definitely used close combat. I guess I would have tanked my defense, but... Oh well. It works out in the end. The other slightly spooky thing about this is I think under like normal conditions, one of the bugs, if you could have access to any bug in the game, you'd almost certainly bring Volcarona to one of these, but obviously I can't have Volcarona because you can't get it until you beat the Elite Four, so... It's like one of the things that, when I started this challenge, I nearly started with Volcarona, because it's like the hardest bug to get, like, of the non-legendary bugs. But it would have made my start so much harder. So... Like, I made my start easy, but my end might be a little bit harder now because of it. In fact, I think if I'd started with Volcarona, aka Larvesta, I probably couldn't have let my rival have a rock type. I think I could never have beaten Larvesta. I probably don't necessarily want to fight you, Haxorus. Then again, I don't have a great swap. I don't have any of my fairies with me either, so... And I don't think I've got my Icy Bug with me either, so yeah. You are a bit of an annoyance. Actually, I guess we'll just stay in then. How much does this do? Ah, more than half. Oh, you fool. You poor, sweet fool. Right, raising speed and raising attack here is completely worthless because I have a priority move. It would have been scary enough if you'd hit me with an attack. Alright, is this a Dragon Tamer, by the way? Nope, that's a Dugtrio. You're a Steel type, so I'm going to have to swap here because I have no good damaging move into you. Yeah, Ground Steel, I thought so. You probably can't hurt me either, is my theory, though. Oh, that's actually pretty spicy. Alright. I take, obviously, increased damage versus Stealth Rocks because I'm a full team of bugs. One of the things kind of scared me out the Elite Four as well, for fuck's sake. It's so on cue with what I was thinking of. One of the Elite Four members, I remember, is a ground type Pokemon, and he spammed, oh my god, he raises his Pokemon speed and then spams flinching moves, and it's Rock Slide he spams, which is like, firstly super effective to bugs and will always flinch me. Basically what this guy is doing right now, but with Iron Head. Dugtrio's hair, this is a Alolan Dugtrio, which is a ground steel type that I can't hit, it turns out. I don't have a safe swap, so I guess we're staying in. Unironically, this fucking hair... Sorry, the non-follically challenged Dugtrio might kill me. Ocean should be able to take the Stealth Rocks okay. Yeah. And this shouldn't be that effective. Yeah. Okay. I probably should have actually reflected there, because this probably won't kill in 2. Never mind, it'll kill in 1. And you lower my speed stat? LOL, who cares? Ocean has no speed anyway. Alright, what's your last Pokemon? Stone Jawner. Another rock type. I suspect I'm not quicker. 80 accurate, by the way. Okay, how do I kill this thing? Oh, Hot Spring has Scald, but if it's not faster, I just Super Turbo lose. Oh, wait, I'm stupid. Sizzle will kill it. Yeah, Sizzle's the answer. I forgot as well, I'm going to take 4 times damage from Stealth Rocks. We are quicker. If we get the burn, it would be nice. I don't think we're going to kill here. Never mind. I completely misjudged all of this. Anyway, we win. I'll go back and heal quickly. I will pop the Back to Repel, I think. I need to turn it off eventually because I said there is a bug I want to catch. But it's not for a little bit. How close are we to getting Zygarde fully done, by the way? Was it like 70? 77, okay. We've been doing pretty good with that. Honestly, I don't care. Old man, move out of the way. Let me to Victory Road, thank you. Okay, I don't get lost in Victory Road. That's the not truth. But I always go down this path, I think, and then realize that there's nothing here for me, particularly. I'm going to make the same mistake again, because I'm stupid, and I might not remember exactly what's happening, but I'm pretty certain there's something, like, I think this is for post-game, basically. I can fight some trainers at the very least, so I guess I'll get some experience, and I do need the experience. But I'm pretty certain there's, like, nothing really to gain for me down here. Like, I don't think there's items, even. Alright, mine shall. I will Wing Attack you. Also, you're a Battle Girl, so I think you're going to use almost entirely fighting types. I suspect this is going to kill you, but I could be wrong. Technician boosted. Choice band boosted. Super effective damage. On a Pokemon with a pretty good attack stat. Nope, we're staying in. I'm kind of shocked he lived. Kind of shocked he did that much damage as well. I guess it's 120 base power and it is a neutral attack. Really? Alright. There you go. PP stalling me for 1 PP. Do you want to learn Zap Cannon? It's only 50 accurate, right? Yeah, but always has paralysis. How about no? There are some memey things you can do with Zap Cannon, to be fair, but it would require a lot of setup from other Pokemon. And I probably can't do that right now. Hello, by the way. I probably should have healed my Pokemon. Oh, well. Hopefully it's a Fairy-type Pokemon. Be a Fairy Rock type. Not quite Fairy Rock. It's Fire Ground. Not great for my Steel type. Am I quicker than this thing as well? I'm actually not sure. I'm just going to swap. Go get Emotion. Nice. You are... oh yeah, you're not ground. I always forget you're a ghost. Okay, you're still 2 times weak to this. And I gave my guy Mystic Water as well, so it should do a bit of a boosted bit of damage in the water department as well. Things all round. Amber Palm. I'd like to be back on my Scizor again, but I'm not sure Scizzor's actually quicker than you. I'll just stay in, I think. Probably should have Leech Fang there. Actually, I definitely should have Leech Fang there. That was so greedy for me. I didn't even pick up the kill. Whatever. I'll send it. I think it's going to die. Yeah, it is. I'm stupid. That's my bad, Araquanid. To be fair, the crit probably meant that my mistake didn't really matter in the end, but I definitely did you dirty. Alright, what's your last Pokemon? Explode. I'm just going to send it. It's probably not a good idea, but... You have Fire Fang. Not what I was expecting to happen. The crit probably didn't matter there, but... Thanks, game, for trying to make me feel happier, I guess. Alright, we lose 2 Pokemon. Not great play from me. You want to learn Rock Climb? No. Not a great move, Rock Climb. Alright, I'll use some revives. I don't want to get robbed by the Chansey outside, anyway. So that's one of the things that's going to be quite interesting about this route through the Victory Road. I've only ever done it on difficult before. In which case you're allowed to use the Chansey for free. And, you know, it's not that scary then. But I obviously can't really do that this time. I mean, I can pay for it, of course, but... I don't really want to pay for it. Oh, God, Wobbuffet. So it's going to have counter Mirror Coat and all that jazz. Can I just one-shot it? Come on, Scizor. Ah! Okay, Clearing's dead. Oh, it's not dead! Wait, hang on a minute. Whoever swaps back in is dead, right? Maybe you can tank this? It's a lot of damage, though. Yeah, I basically just put a Pokédot for sacrifice there. If only I had the other bug I can't get just now. I need to beat the Elite Four. Oh my god, I forgot his name. Shedinja. If I could have got that at this point as well, I could have actually counterplayed this so tremendously, but... Now you crit, by the way. The crit would have mattered before. Well, that's a horrible swap from me. I'll just stay in. I don't really have a great play into Ghosts anyway, as I have no Dark-type bug Pokemon, and I don't even have Dark-type moves on my bugs right now. Oh wait, not true. I've got one on Centiskorch, so I guess we can go into Centiskorch if we're desperate. I was hoping you wouldn't have that move. That doesn't matter. Completely irrelevant. We're looking for more than half damage. It's going to be more than half. We're looking for 100% damage. Could happen. Come on, Heracross. Nice. Huge. Okay, I'll take that trade. And your final Pokemon is... Lilligant. That's potentially scary if it was in the sun, but we're not in the sun. Also, you don't have... Pin Missile, which I thought you did have. Oh, that's alarming. Extraordinarily alarming, in fact. I don't think we one-shot here. And that thing is going to be really quick now. Actually, it's... No, it's fine. I think Sizzle can kill from here. Alright, we could also kill ourselves from here. Shocked we lived that. Alright, back to the old bag for healing. Right, I need to push this all the way down, I believe. But I think this solves the puzzle that, again, is in the post-game. So it's like, I'm kind of doing this, but it's probably for, like, nothing. Right, show me some slow fighting type Pokemon, please, so that my Sizzle can sweep. Crabominable, I think, is actually quite slow. Unfortunately for me, it does... neutralize my flying damage, but on the positive side, it does make it super effective for steel. I'll go with Bullet Punch and then see where the world takes us. No one's at the cap yet either, which is kind of interesting. Conkeldurr. You're a pretty scary Pokemon. But I think we're fine. Famous last words. Yeah, that's not great, but it's not terrible. Okay, that's fine. Conkeldurr can get guts and all that jazz. It's basically like... It's kind of like Heracross, honestly. But obviously they're not set up for it. So it's no longer that scary. I say that as it does kill me. Somehow I've, like, survived a damage roll of 1 health. Which is very cool. Alright, we'll get you in, I guess, and start raising my speed. I should be quicker than Conkeldurr. I think Conkeldurr is, like, historically quite slow. Yeah. Alright, what's your last Pokemon? Oh, Pinsir, kind of base. Also, not a fighting type Pokemon, spoilers. I'll stay in, but it's probably not a great stay in. Pinsir does learn, I think, a few flying moves. If it Mega Evolves, also it becomes a flying type Pokemon. Oh, in case you're wondering, and maybe you didn't watch the, you know, the Collectathon episode, I've not EV trained my Pinsir yet. In fact, I've not even bred my Pinsir yet. Because I can't get Pinsir right yet. It's another thing I can only get post-game, so I'm not worried about it. It's something I'll do down the line, though. I'm almost certainly not going to use it in the Elite Four or in the previous gym battle. It just had, like, no uses. It's basically just, like, a worse version of Heracross. But if we can get its Mega Stone, it does get Aerialate. And that becomes a pretty good Pokemon then. Alright, extremely based. I actually should have Mega Evolved here. I might not kill with this, because it's only neutral, I forgot. Surely they don't have a fly type move, because I'm pretty certain this does an air release. Okay, well, you know what? We're just not going to risk this. Also, without Mega Evolving, I don't have Skill Link, so that was like doubly risky. I don't know why I did that, really. I guess just to save myself the animation, but I definitely potentially could have sacrificed Heracross there if I was not a bit lucky. Oh, you want to learn close combat? Yeah, I'll make the deal. Brick Break, you've honestly done me so well. We've had that move for so long on Heracross, but we're at the time now where we do want the damage from close combat. Oh, this is the puzzle, right? I have to move this person this way, otherwise it's not solvable. Well, sorry, I'd have to reset the room. And I'm not resetting the room right now. And in fact, everything I'm doing, I might also reset, honestly, when I come back in here again later. So, I might be doing this all for nothing, but I guess why not while I'm here? Just an off chance again I've, like, misremembered. Yeah, you come this way, please. Actually, how do you solve this puzzle when you beat this person? Because don't they get reset back to the position they were in? I don't remember. Right, don't push it all the way. That would be a colossal fuck up. Okay, I don't know what I've done with this, but I've pushed it on the button, so I'm going to assume I've done well. How do I get out of this place now? Because I think I always think this is, like, going to change this, but it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't change this. So I'm 99% certain this was, like, all for nothing, effectively. Fuck you, by the way, Chadsey. Your stupid 56k, I'll heal you deal. No deal. Okay. Alright, that is a pretty good Pokemon you swapped into there. I actually misread that. I thought he said the Moongus was his only Pokemon. Do I stay in? Oh my god. I don't want to, but I know they're going to save swap. So I guess we'll stay in. I thought he might have Flamethrower as well, which is kind of why I didn't want to swap. Oh. Sag. This thing might sweep me, actually. I can't remember how quick Salamence is, but I think it's fairly quick. Interesting you think Zen Headbutt's a better move here. Can you do that again, please? Because I'm not sure I kill you. I don't. I'm not sure this kills me either, though. No. Alright, I'll take that trade. Get rid of Salamence. We might see Amoonguss here, which would be pretty annoying. I don't think I can kill Amoonguss with this Pokemon. Dragapult. Are there any main quests in the post-game? I think it's basically all side quests. I can't remember now. As I said, I've never done the post-game, which is part of the reason why I wanted to potentially do all quests. Or at least all quests that I can do, I guess, is be more accurate. Do you have Levitate? I actually don't remember Dragapult. I just want to quickly check. I'm not sure you get it. No, you don't get it. Alright, so I can just lob an Earthquake in there. There's a couple of quests I want to do because they lead into like a boss battle type thing, a bit like the scientist one, so that's part of the reason why I want to do it. There are a few quests, as I said, which are really tedious, so I don't want to do them, but I was going to do them anyway, but I don't know. Maybe we won't now. We'll see. There's one for like catching a bunch of legendary Pokemon as well, which I think it'd be cool to use some like actual legendary Pokemon, because I almost never get to use them on Pokemon Unbound because they're all post-game, except for Hoop, which you can get early. Or my Ghost playthrough, if you really cheat, you can get Lunara early, but it's really just cheating. Let me get past the Elite Four first before I decide what to do there. There's two quests in particular. I want to beat that scientist with the Electivire. That's one of my jobs. Also, there's a battle that I can only bring Ice and Fairy Pokemon to, I think it is. And I want to do that, which will be kind of interesting because I can only use 2 Pokemon. I'll bring 3 of them, but I can only use 2 of them. They're the 2 that I've got in my brain cell right now that I want to do. And then we'll see after that. Should live in Ironhead. You're doing King Shield. This thing might have Shadow Sneak, which would be pretty sad times for me. Okay, it doesn't have it. We're fine. My god, you still have 1 Pokemon left. Oh yeah, you have the Amoonguss, of course you do. I don't have a great swap here, but equally it's like not a bad matchup. I'll just Earthquake, you get the damage from the swap. Because we're gonna die. Oh my god. You know what? Fuck you. If you're gonna spawn me, I'll swap. They'll never back-to-back spawn me. You're using Bide, I think. Oh, you're using Solar Beam. Bold. Stupid, but bold. The rare Solar Beam Amoonguss. Alright, how much are you? 52,000. Oh, alright, you can rob me. I think that's actually cheaper than the items it would have taken for me to heal everyone. And I needed a PP at this point. Not IRL, but in-game. Alright, Layer 1 of Victory Road done. By the way, the end of Victory Road is like an actual seriously hard boss battle, from what I remember. And it's a doubles battle, so that might be something I need to actually set up a team to beat. I just got all legendary books. Oh, actually, one other spoiler about this, because I was actually looking at how hard it would be to do other types. I'm not saying I'm going to launch into another one of these playthroughs as another type. I'm also not saying I'm not going to do that, but there's actually one bug. I actually can't get it in the game. There are like very, very few Pokemon. I think it's all Gen 8 Pokemon, which were like added late into Gen 8, that aren't actually available in the game to get by normal means. Like, you basically have to cheat one in, or I think you can mystery gift it. Genesect, you actually can only get it via mystery gift or cheating in, so maybe I'll try and set up some sort of like, we'll go to this special area and I'll cheat it in as an encounter or something, and we can battle it as an encounter rather than just giving me one. But you can't get it by any other means. And the only reason I know that was I was looking at... I think I was looking at Cupfu if I was going to potentially do one with, like, fighting types. And you can't get Cupfu either, which goes into... And there's an Ursaring, but it's not Ursaring. It's not Ursaluna, it's... What do you call it? The weird, super fast, ignoring Protect Bear? Urshifu. It goes into Urshifu, which also you can't get, so... Or I'll just mystery gift it, one or the other. I think the Ultra Beast I can get Buzzwole and Pheromosa. I mean, we've seen Buzzwole and Pheromosa, so they're clearly in the game codes. And it's one of the other reasons why I've not just done every single quest as they've shown up. Like, I've not gone back to fight the scientist yet. There's a chance that it's like going to be one of my very few chances to use like the Ultra Beasts and stuff like this on Volcarona and I said Yan Mega, but I don't mean that. I mean Shedinja or Ninjask as well, which I can't get either. So it gives me something to do with those Pokemon, which otherwise I would never, ever see any use with on this playthrough. Okay, this is the area where I need to turn off my repel. So when it asks me for repel again, I need to push the no button this time, as there's a bug in this grass. Why is the only bug-type Pokemon here Durant? I mean, you kind of spoiled what the bug-type Pokemon is now. God damn you two, give me spoilers out. Oh well. Hey, yeah, Durant's the Pokemon you can get in here. Which might say, like, Durant, it's LOL, so Durant is not very good. Durant has actually got some uses. And hopefully he'll put them to effect. I think we don't want any of this with Scizor. This seems like a pretty bad situation for Scizor. I guess I'll U-turn the Heat more. I'm hoping I'm faster than it. Might be the worst lead I've ever seen. I don't remember who's faster either. Sorry, Scizor, if I hit you with this. Okay, I'm going to hit Scizor with it. I think Scizor goes next, though. Don't flinch. Ah! Clearing's dead. Oh, they targeted the other slot. Okay, whatever. Wait, if I get flinched out of a move, does that break the... Hang on a sec. Does that break Focus Band? Because I never got the move off. Yeah, because I didn't ever get the move off, it breaks it. Okay. That works. Please don't. No flinch. By the way, 30% chance of flinching. It's 4 times in a row, at least, I think, that it's happened. Not in this battle, but just in general. I'll just stay in at this point. It's actually crazy how often it's happening. But I guess, in case you're wondering why I think Durant's quite a good Pokemon, it's quite good in Dynamax battles because its ability is Hustle, and Hustle trades accuracy for power. So your moves get less accurate, but they do more damage. But if you, I know I said Mega Evolve, if you Dynamax a Pokemon and use their G moves, they can't miss, they have 100 accuracy, so it basically turns off the effect of Hustle. So specifically in like Dynamax battles, it's actually quite a useful Pokemon to have. Other than that, it's pretty terrible though, so. Alright, I'm beginning to see a pattern here. Is your team literally just now 3 Durants? Is this the meme of, you know, the girl on the couch, but with Pokemon? And Heatmore is the girl? Is that what I'm seeing here? I'm just going to stay in on the off chance this thing is sturdy. I don't remember if this thing actually is sturdy or not, but I can't bother checking. I know it gets Hustle for a fact. Alright, cool. Killed my clearing. Congratulations. I guess we'll go to Heracross. Sure. Alright, just don't be flinched. Alright, that's fine. Targeted the wrong slot. Okay, we win this battle. I'm so close to the top as well, but... Actually, this Victory Road's going to be really annoying without using Chansey. Whoops. Forgot you two were here as well. Because yeah, before the Pokemon Center, I had to do like a very, very hard battle. I get a Fairy type now that Scizor's dead. Cool. Thanks. And I don't have the Steel type on you anymore. By the way, how's Laurent just not a bug type Pokemon? Answer me this. It looks so much like a bug to me. When I saw Laurent, I was like, oh, it's a fairy bug. It's just pure grass. It just doesn't look like a grass type to me. Isn't it a praying mantis? Alright, well, I was going to say it should be dead. I don't know how defensive you are. Okay, it is dead. Wigglytuff, what's the plan here, buddy? Ooh, okay, that's going to hurt. Alright, last Pokemon for them is Sunflora. Yeah, really strong team. Okay, Sunflora and Lurantis, whatever it's called. Only the best. We'll Flamethrower it and... I don't really want an Earthquake, as I'll kill my partner, so... I'll just send out a... I'll send out a Rock Blast for a change of pace. I suspect this is gonna kill. It has Focus Sash. Alright. I guess my bad. Fortunately, it targeted the wrong Pokemon, so I think I'll live this. Yeah, it does nothing. I think I 4 times resist Grass, in fact, in Hot Spring. I can't remember, does Bug actually resist Grass, or is it just super effective into it? Corviknight is on the field. Corviknight is actually a real Pokemon. I'm going to just make sure I kill this thing. It might actually live with Flamethrower, but I don't think it'll live both Rock Blast and Flamethrower. And if Heracross goes down to Sunflora, so be it. I think this will kill. Yeah, okay, Bug does resist Grass. I thought he did. Alright, you tanked your stats now, so this should... I mean, it's irrelevant. You're on 1 health, right? Whatever I do will kill you. Nice time, Quick Claw. I'm glad you've activated now. At the most important time when the Pokemon's on 1 health, you activate. Very cool. Alright. I guess I should burn through all my items to revive my team, otherwise I'm going to lose. Whoops. No. Probably doesn't matter, because as I said, there's no Bug Dragon in the game. And I can't think of too many bugs I would give Dragon on anyways, like a coverage move. Not saying I'm never going to do it, but like I can't think of the example right now where I would do it. Carnivine is not a real Pokemon. Actually, Pokemon ZA, make Carnivine better. Give it another form or something. It's like crying for like either a Mega or a... Or actually, honestly, an Evolution would be pretty good for it as well. In fact, both would be fantastic. I really like the idea of Carnivine, but like, it's just like... It's such like a fucking spaghetti bolognese Pokemon. It just doesn't do anything. It's like it's fine, sure, it's like okay, but it just doesn't have any uses where like it itself is like good. Or like give it a signature move or something. It's got like such an interesting, I say interesting design. Like I mean pictorially, like it looks kind of cool, but man, it kind of like sucks beyond that. How many stats does Carnivine even have? I'm so intrigued now. I'm like wasting time, but Carnivine. 454 BST. Like, it's not, like, bad. And I guess it has got an ability, a hidden ability, Grassy Surge, which is not bad. But, like, its stats are just so spread that it makes it, like, a bit of a jack of all trades, master of none. Kind of reminds me of Levani a bit, which has, like, got... Like, if you look at the stats of Levani, it's got quite a lot of BST, but... It's like spread across all the stat ranges, which is like not what you really want. It just means you don't excel at anything. Also, I just realized I didn't need to turn my repel off. I'm stupid. Wait, have I not seen the bug? Durant is... Wait, am I stupid? Isn't Durant in this grass? Oh, I've closed up the page. I'm pretty certain that Durant's on this... Whatever, I'm just going to quickly run around. But I've seen it, so it should be on my my thingy. My dex nav. Oh, wait. It's a swarming counter. Or, like, a timing counter. I've messed up. Kind of. It's definitely in this grass. I'm not 100% certain of it. How do I get this thing? It's not essential I get it right now. But... where are you? The game's calling me stupid. Okay. Apparently it's on the previous area. I'm stupid. Okay. I was certain it was in that grass. Like, that's one of those things where, if you'd asked me, I would have said, like, I'm 99% certain it's in the grass. I don't see it here, though. Wait, where am I? I'm lost. What did the splash screen say, then? Second floor. No, it's the first floor. So, wait, it's down one floor. Am I stupid? It's in here? Oh my god, I'm stupid. Let me just go to an area which is, like, vaguely bigger. But I didn't need to turn the repel off. I just need to be in the right area and then dex nav it, and then we're fine. There you go, I've got one. Show interest is that it's Hustle the hidden ability. Not I'm going to get it right now. No, it's not. It's actually just normal ability. Ironically, its hidden ability is Truant, which, if you don't know what Truant is, it's like one of the worst abilities in the game. It's actually a move that is... sorry, it's an ability which is like a negative. There's like no upside to it, really. The move means you only act every other turn. Where are my quick balls? There they are. I'm blind. It's the signature ability of slacking and slack off as well. To like balance the fact they have insanely high stats. They only act every other turn. I don't know why Durant has got it as his hidden ability. I guess the idea is that maybe this has skill swap or something. You can skill swap it onto someone, but not the hidden ability I would like to take, personally. Alright, let me try and chip this thing down. Scissor, I said chip it down. That was like a crush it into the ground type of move. But thanks for not killing it. Okay. And for the last time, I think before the Elite Four, we'll give this thing a name. You can be called... It's part of the reason why I'm so glad we're near the end of the game now. I'm just out of names. I've run out of environmental things to name Pokemon after. You can be called... You can be called Rapids. I know you're not really, like, watery, but, like, you're fairly quick, I think. Alright, now we can go back. My bad. Is there anything to this left side as well? I didn't check. There's a battle. There is nothing. Honestly, I'm a bit strapped on time right now, so I'm actually going to ignore the battle. And I'll just progress on. Did I battle you? I can't remember. Nothing up here either. Alright. I think this is wrong as well, yeah. Okay, this is not the double battle I was thinking of, but I think this is, like, just by the look of things, this is going to be pretty awkward. Let me put you in the second slot, by the way, because you have Reflect, which could be quite useful here. So it's double Ace Trainer. So I have no idea what the typings are going to be. Roland and Ostina. Simisage does not fill me with dread. Electros is interesting. He has no weaknesses, type-wise. And actually, it's pretty good into Ocean, so I might need to do a little swappy-woppy here. You're deceased to this. I'm pretty certain... Actually, I'm not sure I'm fast. I don't know what Simisage's stats are, to be completely honest with you, for, like, obvious reasons. The old grass monkey, not very strong. Nor is the fire monkey or the water monkey in the Simisage pathway. It is quicker. He's trying to flinch me as well. Oh my god, he got the flinch. Oh my god, this thing has flamethrower. Alright, I had the worst opening imaginable. Crazy bad luck, though. How did that thing not use that electric move into me? I'm actually stunned. Alright. Sure, okay. It is the slight downside of my scissor. I've got it quite slow. I can't mudshot this thing because it has levitate. Why have I gone into you? I guess I can set up sticky web because there are more Pokemon coming. Please stop. How fast is Simisage? Okay, he's probably dead. Right? Yeah, he's dead. I am not having a good time right now. Oh, okay. It's the Pokemon that got banned for gamer speak. Let me just try and knock out the slot to the right. I don't know if I'm faster than Chatot, but... Oh, but we're about to find out, I guess. I'll try and turn this into, like, 2v1s. But even in the 2v1s, I'm actually in a bit of bother. I've only got 3 Pokemon left. It's faster than me still. Oh my god, that's actually pretty, like, noticeable damage as well. Actually, I see the problem now. Chatot is level 68, I'm level 66. And that's Throat Spray. That's actually really scary. I am killing it, but, like, you know. If I didn't deal with that on that turn, it would actually be a menace. Yeah, okay, I'm actually in a world of hurt. Hopefully we can win the 2v... Well, it's a 2v2, but, you know, it's 2v1v1. I should protect. There's, like, no downside to protecting right now. I guess you Leech Fang, because I assume it's got an electric move. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's actually big. Oh, it does, and it knows it can kill it later, maybe. You know what I also could have done last turn? I actually would have been a smarter play, I think. I should have Rain Dance. Because Flamethrower then wouldn't be doing anywhere near enough damage to kill me. Yeah, I fucked up. I should have Flamethrowed last turn. How am I not quick? How fast is Electros? I don't actually get how this is happening. I'm +1 speed. It's only 50 base speed. Wait, how is this faster than me? I don't understand. Alright, it's a 1-on-1. Come on, Ocean, you can do it. That's funny. I should reflect, I think. You have Quick Claw. Okay, that's fine. If Liquidation's your best move, I'll win this. Okay, we're fine. Because he'll do half damage now and I'll start sucking him dry. And assuming they have no way to recover health, which is what my assumption is right now. Because it's just spamming Liquidation, we should win. The only scary thing here is if it has, like, Rest. But clearly it doesn't. Alright, wasn't even close. He says it's like a crit would still cause him to lose. By the way, the Quick Claw is proc like 8 times now. Oh, it has got Leech Fang. It's doing it to me. Oh my god, hang on a minute. I might not win this. Also, I'm slower than it. No, we got a defense drop. I win. It wasn't even close. Well, let me just run back to the Chansey. For, you know, no reason in particular. Honestly, actually, you know what? I think at this point it'd be actually quicker just to fly. And then run back up the mountain. Because by the time I got all the way back down to the chancing back up again, you know, I'm here, right? In fact, I don't know why they put the chances so close to the front door. Makes no sense to me. Like, the Pokemon Center's like 3 steps further beyond. Okay. This way, this way, this way, this way, this way. I really should have changed my team as well a little bit, because I know there's a really hard double battle that's said, and I vaguely remember what the double battle is. And I might need some weather-related shenanigans to occur. I just felt a great wind. You're the one who kicked it up. I didn't kick it up, sadly, so you might want to, like, you know, lift your top up above your nose. Ferrothorn. Okay. You don't like getting hit by fire-type moves. See you later. Ow. Pretty safe swapping to Hot Spring, unless it's like, I don't know, self-destruct. Ingrain is not an issue. Ah, it has Fire Reduction Berry. Okay, it'll live through this attack, I think. Actually, it might not even live through this attack. Yeah, I was going to say, without like a third of your health, you are 4 times weaker, and I don't think you're very specially bulky either. And Vanillux, who's also not great into the old Hot Spring. Snow is up, but Snow... Same berry. Snow doesn't work like it does in Gen 8. I think this will live this. Yeah. The burn probably doesn't matter either. I think that's a special attacker normally. Alright, never mind. The burn did matter, because that's physical, right? And it was a crit. I mean, I definitely would have lived, obviously, with the burn, because I lived, but without it, I think I was like super mega turbo dead, regardless of the crit. Alright, 80% of the old boogers have been caught. Let me heal you. Sizzle, you can just deal with like losing 20 health. That's okay. Where am I going, by the way? Have I been this way? Yeah, that's where I came from. Oh, go on up. No, actually, I won't fight you. As I said, time is against me, and I want to get to this tough battle, just to, like, remind myself who's in it. Alright, this is the last area of the Victory Road. And it's the people at the very top. I want to quickly have a battle with them and just see what they're up to. And I'll probably call it there. So I might have to fight you. Oh, Life Up, actually quite a good item, but obviously I've already got one, because I spent time gambling for one. Please turn around. Thank you. Again. Thank you. The other thing I hate about the snowy areas is it's so hard to see where you can rock climb or where you can't rock climb. Okay, it's these two that I know are really hard. Right. Do I have a potion? Just one little tiny itsy bitsy potion? Thank you, I do. There you go. Let's see how this goes. So, if I remember this battle rightly, I'm fairly certain, like, one of them uses purely fire and one uses purely grass. They'll set up sun and then, like, try and destroy me with, like, Torkoal and Chlorophyll grass types. And it's going to be a real pain in the ass, so I'm hoping Araquanid can just overwrite the weather immediately and make them sad. But I've not done this battle insane is one of the things, and secondly, they might just one-shot Araquanid, so I don't know. All I know is on difficult, this battle was actually hard. So I suspect on insane, it's like actually crazy. I'm also not sure Araquanid is quicker than, I assume it's going to be Meganium that's going to set up Sunny Day here. There's grassy terrain. And why I said I shouldn't, I should have changed the party. Sizzle's probably not going to be that good here. Spoilers. So we'll U-turn out immediately. And I'm going to Rain Dance. Even if the ordering is like No, I was gonna say, even if the ordering's bad, it could be, like, horrible. If I Rain Dance and they Sunny Day and then Typhlosion attacks, I just instantly lose, I think. Alright, well, it's quicker than me. I actually forgot Typhlosion's quite quick, so Sizzle's dead. So we shouldn't bring Scissors to this battle is, like, what I should note down. Oh, did Typhlosion instantly set up Sun? Is that what happened? I wasn't paying attention. Because they just insta-solar beam me. Right. This is... this is a bit of a problem now. I guess Hot Spring is fine here. I assume they've got some other way to reset the Sun. I'm actually going to try and go into the Typhlosion slot here. I might live to regret this, but... I thought Typhlosion would come out because they're going to reset the Sun again. I'm going to assume... Yeah, Fire type is coming in. This is going to be Drought, right? Or maybe not. Oh, wait, it's going to Mega Evolve. I think this is the other thing that's hard about this battle. Both of them get a Mega Evolution off, which is not normally how it works in double battles, but it's the Wild West in this ROM hack. But quietly, I'm like vaguely content with this situation. I really could do with a solid hero Aquanid. Can you? So here's what I think is going to happen. I think Charizard is going to Mega Evolve, Drought, set up the weather. It's then going to get an attack off. I need Ocean to live through this, but I think it might be a flying base move, and I won't live through this. But if it does live through it, I can Rain Dance and set the rain back up again. That's what I really need to happen here. That could be problematic as well. Okay, it's neutral. Okay, went into the other slot. That's actually not the worst thing. It's pretty bad that Hot Spring dies there, but I think if I didn't get the weather back up again, I would have just instantly lost. They'll probably do another swap now, though. The new problem is, like, every Pokemon that's going to one-shot me. I can't put Heracross out because it's too slow. Which I think means we need a Quick Claw activation to stand any chance of winning. Like, Quick Claw Thunderbolt is, like, an out now. Although I could Protect. It's not a great turn for Protect, though. Alright, we're going to do this, because I think Air Slash is going to come into Ocean instead. I didn't expect Heat Wave, weirdly. I probably should have done. Lightstorm lives. We'll live this, because it's only neutral. And I guess we'll play the game of sucking one another off. Which I'm okay with. Well, in theory, I'm okay with it, but probably with my team, I'm not okay with it because my other partner keeps dying to the fire type. That's Charizard dead. I can't remember who the last fire type is. I mean, obviously, it's Typhlosion is one of them, but I can't remember who the other one is. I know for a fact the grass person's got Venusaur, and that'll be Mega Venusaur. Typhlosion's back. Who is the last one? Oh, fucking Drought again. I need to rain again, basically. Otherwise, I Super Turbo Lude. It's going to be Eruption. I think Ocean will live through this. The Quick Claw is so bad. Please stop Quick Clawing. That might be Araquanid's ass. Even with, like, reduced damage from Fire-type moves, it's fucking Eruption in the Sun. With 100% health as well. Alright, Alright, we take it like a champ, actually. One thing I'm learning from this, like, you know, as my early intel, Araquanid actually pretty good here. And just constantly setting up rain is, like, actually just defeating them right now. Okay, Quick Claw, I need you to activate. It's, like, actually essential. Because this is the last thing that Light Storm's going to do. Okay, it's not going to kill Typhlosion here, but it's going to make Eruption so much worse. Fucking missed. 95 accurate, by the way. The amount of 70 accurate moves that have hit me this episode. I use a 95 accurate one to get punished. Oh my god, this stupid game. Well, that's Light Storm's ass dead. It would have been so big to slow the speed of Typhlosion. And it probably would have done half damage. Araquanid, are you going to live through this? I think you do, right? Just. Hold on, Ocean. Hold on. Fuck, maybe I just want 2 Araquanids. Maybe that's the ideal here. A team of 6 Araquanids. Which, by the way, in the box, I think I have 6 Araquanids, so I could conceivably try and do this. There's no point putting your Heracross out. Like, I guess I go for the speed boost here and pray that gets me there. But yeah, one of the big weaknesses of the bugs is, like, so many other, like, typings that exist in the game have things like set up terrain or set up weather. No bug sets up weather and sets up terrain either. It's so annoying, so you have to, like, spend a turn doing it if you want to do it. And it just, like, it makes it so much harder to use bugs. Or at least on these mono bug playthroughs. Alright, we kill Meganium. I'm going to hazard a guess. I'm going to guess your other one is superior. I don't think you're going to Venusaur here because the sun's not up, so Chlorophyll won't activate. Which means that Venusaur won't be that quick. I could be wrong, though. Famously, I've been wrong in the past. Oh, it is Venusaur. So that's going to Mega Evolve. I'm pretty sure it stays as a Grass Poison type, right? Ocean, buddy. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Don't look that I'm hitting you with an Earthquake here. I just need the damage right now. Oh, I'm too slow. Scolipede won't take this. It took it, but I don't know if it's faster than Mega Venusaur. It is. Okay, so it does pull out some damage. It's going to make Eruption worse. And if Reef stays up, it'll get another speed boost. Okay, it tried to use Solar Power, but it can't do that because of the lack of... Well, sorry, it can do it, but it can't do it in one turn because of the lack of Sun. It's actually pretty big for me. I think the correct play again is I use Protect here, just in case it's coming into this slot. And I think I keep trying to suck the Venusaur. Based on the fact they haven't swapped Typhlosion either, makes me think that they haven't got another Drought user, so I think once Typhlosion dies, then the Sun also dies with it, basically. It's the heat death of the universe if this Typhlosion dies. I thought it was going to go into Araquanid, but you never knew. We're very specially bulky on Araquanid, so, like, this is the dream right now. Araquanid can just, like, live for... Well, I was going to say it can live for days. If I gave it leftovers, it probably could live for days. But I think now at this point... Oh, the hail is up. Okay. Interesting. I don't know why hail has come up. I mean, it's because we're on the Frosty Mountain, I guess, like, canonically, but... Fuck, I really want an Earthquake again to output the damage, but it's actually going to do so much damage to Ocean, I don't know if it's worth it. I might live to regret this. I'm going to try and kill the Venusaur. Because Eruption on Typhlosion now is going to be doing, like, negative damage. Like, it's basically dead. It probably kills Scolipede, to be fair, even at this range. Yeah, okay. I thought it would do, but... Like, I could have killed the Typhlosion and brought in a full health Fire type, but... I just wanted to make sure that Venusaur dies, like, very soon. But here's the issue now. I think Heracross can't ever survive. Venusaur dies to Hail. But yeah, I'm 99% certain Heracross is like super giga mega dead. I'll drop some speed as well to get to get more attack, I guess. It does give me some more defense as well to trade, which I think is worth more because I think Typhlosion is quicker than me. And then honestly, I think you set up Reflect. It probably doesn't matter here, but Venusaur's dead. They swapped, which is actually huge. Oh, it's Torkoal, your other one. Okay. So you don't have another drought user. I'm actually surprised you've taken so long then to, like, fucking do this. That's actually horrible news, by the way, because Venusaur's going to live this turn. I kind of assumed the Hail was going to kill it, so I'm going to get Giga Punished from this. But if I one-shot Torkoal, then we're talking. And either way, the Eruption is not going to do that much damage anymore, right? Because that's why Torkoal is here, for Drought Eruption. Okay, I need Araquanid to live through a lot here. It's over. I need Solar Beam to actually hit Olympus here, but I don't think it will do. Yeah, that's probably Araquanid that's dead. And I can't remove the weather now, so I think I guarantee lose. Yeah, okay, I lost. I'm shocked they spent so long not going back into Drought again, though. Without Trick Room either, Torkoal is like so slow, which is like the other setup normally for Torkoal. But I can't deal with Typhlosion. And actually, speaking of which, I can't really deal with Venusaur either. I'm sort of assuming Solar Beam won't kill me, but it's actually going to do quite a lot of damage. Oh, it has Weather Ball. That's going to do even more damage. Yeah, okay. That's fair enough. As I said, it's a hard battle, and actually we did quite well considering the first Pokemon I brought, Scizor, just got one-shot immediately and did nothing. My only regret is I didn't see what the other grass type was. I guess I should have just killed the Venusaur, just to, like, confirm exactly what was going on. Okay, actually, I'm interested. What's in this area before I leave? It's Dracloak. I don't really care. I think I'll call that there, then. I guess I'll come back next time and set up a team to beat that guy, because I'm a bit pressed for time right now. So, we'll go back to the Pokemon Center, do a quick heal, and yeah, I'll start again next time where we'll do the... So next episode, I will get to the Elite Four, hopefully, by beating that guy. Maybe I'll fight some of the other trainers I skipped on the mountain as well. Then I'll probably finish my Collectathon, and maybe I'll start some of the other quest lines or something, I don't know. I'll run around the map collecting stuff, and then probably the episode after that, I'll actually take on the Elite Four proper, so next episode might be quite a short one. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, why not leave a like, comment, subscribe, everything helps me out. See you again next time. Bye!